How do you view this task? We just had the Lincoln captain in here saying if they were to win tomorrow, it would be the biggest shock in European football history. How do you view this task?
Yeah, they're always tricky games, and obviously have the surface as well. But our players have worked tirelessly over the course of the last 20 odd days since we've been together, and I've been delighted with the improvements of them in terms of the fitness aspect and the technical aspect of it. We've still got a long way to go, but this game presents us with an opportunity early that we have to take, and we understand, and we've watched Lincoln and the team play, so we understand that they're very workmanlike. They've won over the course of 2 games to play against us, so we'll give them that respect. But our focus is really very much on ourselves. It's a job that we need to do over the course of 2 legs. Tomorrow with the heat and everything else, and the pitch will always present it and make it a little bit more trickier. But we'll be ready for the whistle to go and get a very good performance.
Have you an idea as to how your Ronnie, how your starting 11 will be for this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've had to have that over the period of the opening couple of weeks. Normally, sometimes you go into a club and you have a 5-6 week block to assess a new group of players and a new staff and watch them over a number of games and play in tournaments, and then by the first game of the season you've had a fair sort of look at them. But obviously everything gets fast tracked because of the games that are coming up. So, but for that, I'm still pretty happy with how the players are working. And like as I said, probably in the last 4 or 5 days, been able to sort of formulate the idea of how we would play and who we would like to play in the team and do some work on.
It's not the greatest of pitches out there, Brendan. What's your thoughts, generally speaking, about playing on artificial surfaces?
It's never ideal, but I think the beauty of our boys is that they have some experience of it back home. You know, they don't play in grass always, they're playing in artificial pitches. So, and what I've learned with this group is that they cope with pretty much anything. You know, we had a couple of long journeys, travels, everything, and they don't bat an eye, but they just get on with it because they're so keen to work and to improve. And I think it'll be the same tomorrow evening. We're going to train on it after this year. It's not ideal, of course, but it's fine. We'll be ready when the whistle goes.
How much will that influence your team selection, the state of the pitch?
Not really. I think what you need to, in pitches like that, it suits your technical based players. And thankfully we've got a lot of technically based players. So, but other than that, you know, I'm very happy with the routine that we're thinking of playing and looking forward to it.
What's your thoughts on Celtic having to play perhaps their most important games of the season at the start of the season?
Well, again, it certainly wouldn't be through choice. You know, certainly something that clubs like Celtic and the Scottish teams are at a disadvantage if you have other clubs and other leagues that are sort of midway through the season. But it's something that you have to compensate for, you have to plan for it, you have to prepare for it, and we've known that this is the way it is. It's maybe something that will make it years for Scottish football in terms of, do they have a summer league? Is it something that they do? It means their teams are coming into better prepared and certainly having more rhythm to give them the best possible chance. But it's a chance that a lot of clubs would love presented to them, an opportunity to play and qualify for a Champions League place, and for us that's the main aim and something that we accept as come early for it. But we'll hopefully deliver that and make our support as well.
You've managed and played against some big clubs. What's it like playing against some professional club where most players have daytime jobs?
Well, I think for them, it's first of all a big congratulations to them, because I've watched the 2 games that they played in the last round and they deserve to qualify. And I think it shows a great respect to the players and to the coach that they were able to do that. And certainly what they do is they do their team and they do the country proud, because they work very, very hard. The young boy Walker that plays on the side is a good player. He's got a nice left foot, he's skillful. You know, they've got good experience in the team, and they look like they know how to play football, they know how to fight. So we understand the difficult game, but our focus is very much on our own game, and we know that if we bring our A game into most games, that we'll be okay.
Now, having done your research on Lincoln, at what level do you think they compete at back at home?
I don't know, to be honest. That's an honest answer. I think sometimes you can assess a team on video and your scouts go and watch them, which has happened for us. It's not until you actually play against them you see the level of play and you see the quality of the game and maybe the physicality of how the physical base is and the technical base. So it's hard to say, but all I can say is that they've done the country proud here. They've played very well, and we will give them the full respect as if we were preparing for a really big game. And as I said, for us, we wish them all the very best afterwards.
What changes approaching a game like this one against a small team, let's say, compared to approaching a game against Chelsea?
There's no change. Celtic is always the big attraction, it's always the big draw, it's always the big club. So we're very proud to take Celtic around the world, to travel to different parts of the world for our supporters and for the players. They get a great experience. So for us, every game is a big game. There's no game that I would say is any bigger or smaller. Of course, you have different level of opponent. But for myself and the staff, that doesn't change in terms of our preparation. And for the players of Celtic, there's a huge expectation on us to do well. So for us, it doesn't change.
Brendan, how is the team gelling? How is the whole squad gelling in Slovenia? And how will that be shown on the football pitch tomorrow?
Well, hopefully, certainly from what I've seen in our opening numbers of weeks together, the structure is very much based around the team and the cohesion within the team, and I think that has come along very, very well. I don't think we could have poured any more into the work that we've been doing on the field, off the field, the various sessions that we've done, so we can't do any more. I think what happened, it's just going to take that little bit of time. Of course, it's not going to be perfect now. And probably throughout the course of pre-season, because you're always trying to look at things in order to improve. But certainly very, very happy with the developments of the team so far. Been pleasantly surprised with the players, the commitment to everything that we've given them, and how they've taken on board all the ideas and the concepts of our game. And as I said, as I showed them before we left for training in the review process of the last game, the differences between from when we first started over 20 days ago until now, and that's for me is pretty clear. But there's still a long, long way for us to be better.
Will that give you the impetus to have a bit of a longer European campaign than last year?
Well, it's the idea. We want to win every single game that we play. That's the whole nature of it. But I think in this Champions League phase, the idea is to qualify. So for that, you've got to have 3 tough rounds of games. This being the first. So, but we respect that. We understand that. We understand that to qualify, we're going to have to play some tough games, and we'll be ready for it.
Have you got enough in your squad at the moment to make it into the group stages?
Well, until we can get any more players in, that's what we have to do. I think that the players have shown that we have, and hopefully as time goes on that we'll be able to bring 1 or 2 more in.
Is Stephanie Hans?
I understand you've been to the Rock before. How's Gibraltar treated you and your squad this time round?
I only came in here to get some duty-free shopping money. That was it. I was
seen around.
Yeah, I was in and out. Passed through McDonald's on the way through. And that was it. I was staying in Sota Grande at the time.
Great.
So, yeah, it's nice.
Brendan, considering Lincoln's, this is like a cup final for you, like the biggest stage they've got. How much does it worry you that the attitudes are going to be a total surprise, possibly on match day?
I don't think it'll be surprised. I think every game that's Celtic play, the opponent probably raises their game. So I don't see it, but I expect that. They're going to have an incredible attitude and energy for the game. I've seen that in the last game, and I don't see anything different in this game. Celtic, as you say, are a big draw. They're a huge name in European football. So by with the conditions and the pitch is maybe a real good opportunity for them. For us, we'll be ready to cope and looking to find a way to get a good result, and then obviously we're next week back at home. And I think important for us in these games is the second leg's being at home, and that can always be a huge advantage for them.
Okay, last question before we take the one more show. Then, how do you feel personally approaching your first competitive game as Celtic manager?
Yeah, very proud. It's all happened very quickly, and as I said, we've had a lot of work gone into the last numbers of weeks. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait for the game to get underway and get working, and so I can see that sort of relationship between the game and the training that we've been doing. Like I say, we've got a long way to go yet before we'll be ideally where I want us to be at. But certainly with all the signings of the players so far, it makes me think that we look forward to this season. It's going to be an exciting year for sure, and it's nice to get off to this start, and hopefully we get a good performance on the result.
Stefan Johansson fit?
No, he won't be now. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks away.
Brendan?
He'll be, yeah.
Sorry. I just was wondering,
Last question.
what's the difference between managing Celtic and managing Liverpool? I mean, is there a big change?
No, not at all. They're both huge clubs. The only difference is they play in different countries,
Okay.
in different leagues. Celtic is one of the great institutions of the world. Liverpool's got a wonderful history as well, huge fan base like Celtic, and so both clubs are aligned in many ways. Obviously, we play in 2 different leagues would be the only difference.
Can you expand on the Johansson situation, Brendan? Did he have a scan?
Yes, he had a scan, and he just got a little nick in his ankle, so we'll see that for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Is Charlie McGrew here?
Hey,
Charlie McGrew here?
not unless he's with you.